as we go live here to make a nice little pasta dinner for one. So we're gonna do shrimp Alfredo. It'll be good, it'll be quick, it'll be easy, and it's gonna be all just for me. It'll be delicious. Oh, I know what I was getting. Now remember, y'all, don't be boring. No, hey Chesney, how you doing? Let's see here. Let's get our knife ready to go. I'm good. Just starting dinner. Nice, casual, chill day. I got no complaints. Ooh, I need the ice though. I need to go get the ice out of the freezer. My organization has been suspect today, but you know, that's okay. Yeah, how's your day been, bud? Oh, you just said it was good. I'm happy. So, we got grapefruit here, so. Just gonna get some of that pith off of it. Well, not the pith. You don't want the pith. You just want zest. That's the word I wanted to use. Zest. That should be plenty. But you know, a little extra never hurts. I'll set that off to the side there. Cool. Making shrimp Alfredo. I'm gonna make a cocktail first. That's very simple. It's just gonna be gin, grapefruit juice, ice, and that's pretty much it. But it'll be pretty good though. And then with a flavored rim, so. And I have to remember to give it a good rim job, of course. Set that aside for garnish purposes. We'll get all the juice out of that half of alright, yeah, Asian hook, you know, go back to, you know, church. This ain't the channel for you. What's going on, Zeep? Alright, so how much should we get out of that? About 3 ounces of juice? That'll be plenty. That'll be enough. Yeah. That'll be plenty. I will just add a little bit. Yeah, Jesus is king, but he ain't watching YouTube at 8:45 local time, buddy. A little bit of salt in there. A little bit of sugar in there. Why, you are correct. Yeah. No, Chezzy, you definitely are not getting mod. You have no credibility. And we got some coriander or parsley, whatever you want to call it, you know. Kind of equal blend of zest, cilantro, salt, and sugar. I don't know, because Troy was probably a good looking dude. Hey, D'Souza, how you doing? So we're gonna take that, and then we're just gonna hand blend that all nice and together. This is a glass we're going to use. No, I'm doing pretty good, you know, hanging in there, you know. And you're just going to use that to just moisten the edge here. That way you can get a good rim job on it. Yeah, it's kind of called just a salty dog, or at least that's what Google said. We'll take that cup, work it around the rim. I was hoping for some better stickage, but hoping for a little bit more of the zest and a little less of the salt and sugar, but that's all right. Not every rim job goes as planned. Oh, what's going on? Oh, thank you for the shirt compliments. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Oh, what's going on, the guy 87? You definitely could make it with vodka. I was gonna do this one with gin though, but I guess I could do vodka. You know, just for you, the guy 87. I'll do it out of vodka. How's that? Da-da-da. There's my measuring cup. It was gonna be tangerine, but you know. Let's do 1 1/2. Tangerine. Ta-da! Now I'm going to hit it up with a little bit of bubbles and that club soda. And just give it a little bit of a stir. And then something like that. That looks tropical. You know, the rim job doesn't look that good. I'll have to work on that a little bit more. Does taste good though. I'm gonna clean some of the rim off of it. I don't really like it. Yeah, you know, I like bubbles. Wally Pizza, you did a fine rib job. Well, I was hoping for a rib job, but we're done with ice for now. I'll go back in the fridge. So with that being done, we can start to get down to business here. So we're doing the drink is very refreshing. The rim, I'll have to do a little bit of research on the proper way to do a rim job with salt and citrus zest. I mean, definitely don't want it to be boring, but there's a lot of things that can go wrong. Yeah, well, you know, short hair is overrated. Long live the bush. There. That's done for now. We got these little shrimp. You can go ahead and use a good paper towel for this. Oh, thank you, Alex Footman. I'm hoping that's short for Alexa, but either way, thank you for the compliment. Or Alexandra. And then we'll just pull the little tail off of the shrimp. You could leave the shrimp on, or the tail on the shrimp, and it would be just fine. But when I eat shrimp with pasta, I don't like the crunch. You know, the crunch would be detrimental to the dish. Yeah, well, it was still an honest compliment, so thank you. How am I gonna baptize the shrimp? In butter. Well, that sounds like something you should probably tell your Boy Scout leader gaming of the thing, or your clergy member, because I really don't care. It sounds like I don't get involved in family drama. But if there's a clergy member that is also a Boy Scout leader that drives an ice cream truck, I would probably run away. What's going on, Koala? Good to see you. Hola, bebe. Hola, Carla. Miss Bonita Carla. No shrimp cartel. Yeah, besitos. I was stretched. Good for you, buddy. You know, some people call that yoga. We are making shrimp Alfredo. Digo Mar, you want to make love? Okay, nice. Very nice. Well, Wally, that pizza, that's the goal. Well. Morete, Carla, morete. I'm gonna wash my hands and get the shrimp smell off my hands, and also rinse this bowl out because I need to reuse it. they were cheap. Good for you, gaming. Depends on the situation, Alex. Yeah, kind of like your mother, Rizosaur. Sorry about your luck. Yeah, that grapefruit isn't too tart, so it really doesn't need any bullshit on the rim. So I guess if you just want it for decorations, but it really doesn't need the rim job, to be honest. Or rim coating, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. No, there was salt and sugar and zest and cilantro on the rim, and it was just fine. But that's good for you, gaming. You're starting to get annoying. Well, there's no substitute for experience, Rizosaur. Set those off to the side, and we can start prepping the next ingredient. But I'm definitely going to want some fresh garlic on this. Yeah, I think you're right that straight salt would be the way to go, with maybe just for decoration the zest of the grapefruit. But definitely don't need it, and I think it detracted from the drink. Didn't really affect flavor-wise, but definitely wasn't as pretty as it could have been. Was substandard, and I would not have served it to guests. Taste is good though. We're gonna get about 4 good-sized cloves of garlic. We're gonna crush them and then dice them. And that should be enough garlic. Now, if you want to go full press on the garlic, feel free to, but I really don't want the garlic to overpower it on this dish, so it'll be good. And this way, I'm gonna get these little green stalks out of the garlic because they just look weird and I'm not sure about them. Yeah, well, I did some gardening. Now I'm cooking pasta for myself, so I would say it was a great day. Backyard's starting to look real nice. On the bright side, I ain't gonna have a kid with no November birthday though. So, well, what do you want me to do? Put a helmet on, Ricky? As big of a loser as I am, you're still watching, motherfucker. So who's really the real loser? Got the garlic in there. Let's see here, what else do we got? We're gonna need a lot of Parmesan for this. I do like food. That's why I'm 20 pounds overweight, Colton Moore. But I think we all like food, don't we? We can keep things on an upbeat level today, you know, I think. I also like drinking too. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that like cock, you know. Not really my favorite dish. But yeah, chicken, I don't know what the French call it. But chicken can be good. Not my favorite, but it's definitely a good daily driver. And you can do a lot with chicken. I mean, chicken is one of them proteins that you can fit into literally any type of cuisine. Yeah. So we got surplus of parm ready. What's going on, Lauren? Le coquet. All right. So we got that. We got the cheese. We got the shrimp. Got the butter. We're gonna take half a crown of broccoli. It is 9 p.m. my time. I'm in Hawaii, hun. You must be a East Coaster. Yeah, I'd probably put seafood in the front line for me, to be honest. So we're just gonna use half a crown of broccoli here. We'll just go around the top. I mean, when I'm cooking broccoli, I'm not gonna give the shaft much love, you know. It's just not very good. Maybe save it for a stock or a broth or stock, or if you're into that, but too much shaft, I want head. So, or the florets, I guess they call it. I'm gonna cut it into reasonably small pieces because I don't want to have to stand here. Well, if you're going for the full experience and you want to take the time to make it worth your effort, yeah, you know. If you're trying to make a soup or some bullshit, but you know, we're not. You know, and the broccoli will be two parts. One, it'll give it texture, it'll give it a little bit of flavor, and it'll give it a little bit of color. But it'll also, yeah, I mean, you know, I want the president to do well, Colton, you know. I think all of us should want the president to do well, no matter who it is. You know. Well, you're not getting me into that, you know. Well, Natty, you know, he's probably upset because he ain't becoming American anytime soon. So, you know, we got a good thing going. You know, come on to a live, you know, just to shit on people without people coming back after you. We hit back. We ain't weak. Now, it depends on where you're putting it, Abel. Yeah, well, you know, keep trying, Naughty. Dead letter, you got a drip going, Bray? What the hell does that mean? Can somebody translate? Did your hospice take you out? I got 3 ballots in the mail, though, last time. Nick here. Well, that's nice. Alright, so we got that ready. We got the shrimp ready to go. We got the pasta. I'm going to go check on the boiling water on the other room. Make sure it's up to temperature. And then once we get going, this should be pretty quick. You know, it should take me about the same time to do the sauce. Well, hindsight, we don't joke about dead dogs on this channel. So, yeah, not cool. So we'll let that get up to temperature here. And this is going to be a rich sauce. So don't tell me about the calories or what's going on, Sesky. Welcome back. You know, if you have to ask, it's not for you, you know. I think anybody that asks is up to nefarious purposes, you know. Yeah. So that's gonna preheat. I've done pizza before and I can do it again. Yeah, I remember you, Sesky. You know, you were kind of being annoying, but then we reached a peace and we can start today on a fresh note, kind of like Boxing Day, you know? No, Shannon. I went on a date with a girl with dreads the other day, but it was a disaster. Yeah, in Hawaii. Yeah, I can buy liquor 7 days a week. Mm, that's good. It turns out grapefruit juice mixed with vodka is very good. Who would have thought? It is fresh citrus, but any freshly squeezed citrus or orange juice, cranberry juice, I guess that's not citrus. Grapefruit juice, very good. No, that date actually went pretty good. We talked a little bit, you know. I think she was one of them people that wants a lifelong commitment right away and makes a decision one way or another after the first date. But it's an enjoyable afternoon. You know, after sailing, we went had lunch, so apparently it wasn't that terrible. But then she just messaged me and was like, "Hey, not feeling the romantic connection or whatever." And I was like, "All right, cool. Give it a couple weeks, and then if I need someone to go hiking with, she'll be down." Oh, I'm doing pretty good. 33. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the bubbles really. I just like the texture of bubbles. I don't think soda water ain't gonna adjust the taste too much. Uh, Truffle Shuffle, I don't know what it is. I do like gin. Mitch N, what's going on? How's life in the UK? I guess we can get my shrimp cooked here before we put the pasta on. And you know, you can always slow things down if you're monitoring stuff. Let that butter melt down. I'm not trying to kill anything here. We got the shrimp. We're gonna season the shrimp. We're gonna go salt, pepper, and chili powder. We're gonna keep it real simple today. And you know, before you say, "Oh, it needs garlic, it needs this, it needs that," well, cheers. You know, got the garlic here. It's fresh garlic. Everything's fresh today, except the shrimp. It's frozen. Turbo thawed with a warm water trick. Chili pepper. You can also use cayenne. You can add a bunch of other stuff, and you know what? Just to show that you can add a bunch of other bullshit. Just remember, what you put on the shrimp is going to stay in the sauce because we're just using one pan. But I think a general Italian blend will be okay. So we'll put in that ancient thyme seasoning, a little bit of oregano. I'm going to leave basil out because basil, although I love the flavor, it is kind of strong. Oh shit. Mitch. Well, I don't want to jettison my lemon, but the remains of lime. It's a negotiation tactic. We'll talk, you know. And then the shrimp, you know, once you've seasoned it, you don't need to go hardcore on the seasoning because between the cheese and the garlic, there'll be plenty of flavor in there. I gotta be careful because I got lead paint on my walls here. But it's surprisingly resilient, but I don't want it to chip off and then the dogs will eat it. Yeah, so I got the butter all melted up. Let's get the heat up a little bit higher. I don't want to burn the butter, but I want the shrimp to cook hot and fast. Brother, it's 9:05 local time, Hawaii time. Yeah. You're on the mountain time zone, aren't you? I don't know what type of primal things you're doing in Utah or Arizona. Well, you know, that comes at a cost. It ain't 2 a.m. in Los Angeles. Is it midnight in Los Angeles? Yeah. I'll be right back. I think the water should be boiling in the other room. 11:05, that's what I thought. Fine with me. He's off doing Utah things. Okay, we're going to use rigatoni for our pasta today. And don't forget to salt your pasta. Water. Now things are going to get a little bit dicey because I got about 10 minutes to make everything going on here. Chipotle does suck, you know. Well, it doesn't suck. It's consistent. You know what you're getting, but it ain't great. Man, I'm chilling with my dogs, living my best life. Got an intramural soccer game tomorrow. Life's pretty good. Yeah, I would agree with that, Adler. But honestly, I always preferred the competitor, Cadova. Sassy, come on. Just because you can't handle 2 beers. This one we're starting to reach a positive. I don't know, college, Peter North? I don't know, where are all the other women tonight? I don't know. Watching Hallmark movies, drinking wine? Who knows? I'll give that to Mr. Mike Hawk there, you know. Siski, we know you're living in your mom's basement. It's okay. Dude, Nolan Maxwell, that's way too much work, and I had no desire to do that, you know. Although if one came and cleaned my house every once in a while, that's pretty cool. We're going to take our shrimp out there, and we want them cooked all the way through. And if they're not cooked all the way through, they'll finish in the sauce. That'll be okay. I do have multiple matches on Hinge, you know. I got a few messages waiting on my turn, a few messages waiting on their turn. So, I don't know, when somebody starts talking about how the president is causing the tariffs and I don't feel safe in my country, well, I'm guessing she doesn't have conservative morals at that point, but so the shrimp are out, and don't worry about them cooling down because you're going to put them back in the sauce. Let's go ahead and get your broccoli in. Those will take a little while to cook. You can reduce the heat down a little bit because you definitely don't want your butter to burn. And move them around to get, some of that seasoning is what you see kind of clumping up there. I'm not too worried about it because they'll be okay by the end of the day. Now, if you want to turbo cook your broccoli here, want to turbo cook it, just add a little bit of water, cooking liquid, whatever you got in there. Steam it for about a minute or so, then you'll take the top off, let the, everybody wants a great America. Stormy Daniels, not my type. A little bit too big for me. I'm only 5'7". Well, Stan is into fucking geriatrics. Good for you, Stan. Well, Mitch, they're pure, but you might catch them smoking smoking cigarettes behind the barn. Caught myself. I like beautiful women of all races. I like intelligent women of all races. You live all around the world. If you want to get laid, you have to, venture out a little bit, And then you find out that people are people. Who would have thought? Nah, I'm from Michigan originally. Yeah. Oh. I guess ciao, Paulo. Welcome. Brazil likes Trump, I believe. Yeah. So the broccoli, as you can see, that's cooked too. Just like that. So we can go ahead and we can either leave the broccoli in, we can pull it out, it doesn't matter. Same thing. I'm going to focus on making the sauce. I'm going to get the floaties out of there so I have a little bit more control about the situation. But as you can see, we've lost some of the butter both in the shrimp and the broccoli. So we're going to turn the heat down so we make sure we don't have any burning. We don't want that. But we're going to hit it up with that fresh garlic. This won't take too long. Now, if you're not careful, you'll burn the garlic. So what you're going to do is once it starts to burn, you're going to retard the cooking process by adding some lemon juice. Meanwhile, you're going to have some butter ready to go to add it in, And I'm a Khalifa fan. What's going on, Yvonne? Okay, Sierra sounds cool. So the garlic's done, or you want to slow down the cooking once you really start to smell that fragrant garlic smell or whatever. Dude, give me my number, give her my channel. I would totally do that. Quarter pounder, and I think you would too. Okay, the butter goes in, and we'll let that melt down, and now we're in the gentle process. Emo Kyle, I bet you can't even get a B+ in geometry, so why don't you suckle and quaff on my cojones? What's going on, Quarter Pounder? Hey, maybe a C+ is a respectable grade for some of you. Emo Kyle. Just give it time. Give it time. The butter's all melted. I got lemon juice in there. Now you're going to put the cream in there as well. I don't know about drunk, but I do cook, Yeah, well. It doesn't matter if he's 27 or 45, he still ain't getting any. He's so original, though. I'll just drizzle some Parmesan around on the outside. And you want to bring this up to a simmer. You want to melt the Parmesan, but you don't want it to be a true boil. You know, I bet he's a furry. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but yeah. That cream sauce is coming along nicely. Give it a taste. There you go. You can add the broccoli back in. Now, if you need to thin the sauce out or give it a little bit more volume, what you're going to use is some of that salty, starchy water from the pasta cooking water in the other room. I've always wondered, if you guys go to a furry convention, if you're trying to hook up, you got bang like a furry of the same species, or can you like cross-pollinate? I mean, it's for science. You know what? You can go ahead and add the shrimp back in as well. And I know it's dried parsley, but we're going to add a good bit of this in there as well. I mean, Torre Pounder, have you never had the same thought? I mean, that's okay if you haven't. That's nice, Seski. But it gets the job done. Alright, so I'm going to go get a little bit of pasta water to stretch this sauce out a little bit. But it's coming along nicely. Pasta's probably about around... Well, Siski, I think in Russian means tits, and he ain't never going to see any of those. Maybe it's Italian, it means tits, but he definitely ain't going to see any of those. The only reason he might see some Slavic tits is the mail order market for Ukraine is pretty strong right now. Alright, the emergency sauce stretcher. We're going to go ahead and throw your rigatoni in like that. We're just going to move that around. Might need just a little bit more. What if you put a little bit more of that in, you're going to have to add a little bit of Parmesan. What's okay. Because we got technology for this. Dude, Emo, Kyle, and Seski, I bet you all did really great in your DARE classes where you swore to the small town cop that you would never touch beer in your life, you know? It shows. Am I? All right. Creep. Yeah, that is kind of creepy. Got a little bit more parm in there. A little bit of that salt, starchy water. I'd be a little bit worried if this wasn't a technique that he's tried with a bunch of other people. Yes, another minute or so. Let some of that water boil off, and this will be ready to serve. That's nice, Emo. Nah, thank you. We've had enough of him. So while that boils off, just hypothetically, we still have half a grapefruit. What could we use this for? Well, we definitely could juice it. Yeah, he is getting a little bit old. Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. This is going to be about perfect, Nice cheesy sauce, rich creaminess. Yeah, I'm pretty tolerant, but, annoying and spammy gets to me, So let's go ahead and reclaim this glass. Let's pretend the rim job never happened. Oh shit, you saw my video, Abel992? Yeah, pan frying mackerel is kind of the shit. Well, I'm not going to let the sauce, I want it to be just thick enough that it doesn't pour. I don't want it to stick. Hey, I love mackerel, it's so easy, so simple. No, I don't want to buy new furniture, Ty. And if you're into plus size women, your furniture breaks a lot sooner. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, though. Some of them do try hard, but this whole new body positivity movement, I will not celebrate poor health. Sorry. With that being said, let's take our freshly squeezed grapefruit juice. Oh man, that wasn't as much as I was hoping for. Oh, the whale's got plenty of advocates these days. Hey, this was a giveaway at a Pittsburgh Pirates game. The Pirates will have a good series once in a while. Your pasta's done, but the sauce is still reducing. It's not cooking, it's done cooking. It's simmering. Yeah, this is grapefruit. But we do need to celebrate hitting 2,000 subscribers the other day. So, with that being said, oh, they're sleeping. They don't get too excited. Oh yeah, Steel City. They don't get too excited about seafood dishes and pasta as they do meat. Well, get me real excited. I might even make, some shrimp quesadillas after this. You never know what might happen on Cooking Conspiracy. But what we do know is Kai Siski and Emo Kyle are never going to get laid. I think we can say that with confidence. Now, opening a bottle of champagne, well, it's not, because fuck the French. We covered that last night. It's Prosecco. If you don't want to, break anything, just kind of work it around here. Pop in your hand. And then we're going to make a mimosa with grapefruit juice. And if you wanted to, you could put a little bit of sugar on the rim here. Enjoy, kitty. Thank you, Damien. I'm not sure what you're suggesting. That could be. Either that or burner accounts. But. Go ahead and drink that. High visibility is not something to be joked about. You don't want to get hit by a car. Let's go ahead and kill your heat. This is done cooking. Definitely don't want to overcook it. Make sure you get all that buttercream sauce out of there. And we're going to just give it one quick sprinkle of Parmesan. Just like that. And then one good crack of black pepper. And do some bullshit, rearrange some things, make it look pretty. Now I'm gonna feed my fat face. Spasiba, mój drug Valerie. Alright, we're gonna eat this. Excellent. Just slight mild seafood flavor from the shrimp. Broccoli will give it a little bit of crunch. There will be a nice creamy element, and the shrimp will be a nice lean protein. That'll go nicely with your grapefruit Prosecco. Well, Tyrone tea, it's called the Mediterranean diet. Look it up. I ain't doing no keto shit. I'll tell that to the Italians that live forever. Tell that to the Okinawans that live forever. What's going on? I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. What's going on, Miss K? Welcome back. This one's to you. Yeah, if you're healthy and active, and you eat a balanced diet, you're going to be just fine. You just got to avoid the processed bullshit. Well, no shit. What do you think the Mediterraneans eat? Ever heard of the Mediterranean Sea, buddy? Come on, Tyrone. Jesus. You think an island in the middle of the ocean eats a lot of fish? No shit. Just Cutco, 9-inch chef knife, 8-inch chef knife, French chef's knife or whatever. I'm a fan. Use it every day. Well, have you ever heard of the Mediterranean diet? You know, maybe you should watch some more. I did do pasta for lunch. Did a nice meatball sub today. Pasta is cheap and provides a lot of energy. And it's not hard to make a delicious pasta, you know. You spend some time in Italy, you get used to eating pasta every meal. Well, no shit. We've already established I ain't doing keto. Yeah, well, I made tacos for lunch today too, Tommy. I mean, I do appreciate the support though. I do usually limit myself to one pasta dish a day. But the reason I like pasta is it's easy to keep a box of pasta on the shelf or whatever. It stays good forever. You can make so many different things with it. And yeah, lots of options. I don't know. Works for the Italians. No, but I lived there for a couple of years, Tyrone Tay. Pensi questo è casate? No. Questo non posso perché abito alla Sicilia per 2 anni. 2 anni! Mangiata, pasta, tutti cena, tutti... No, colazione. La cena, fuck, what's dinner? I don't know, I forget what the word for dinner is, but tutti I giorni ho mangiato pasta. Sicilia, vicino alla Catania. No, hell no, I didn't put black olives in it. Not a big fan of olives. That's broccoli. Yeah. Are we talking about that little Italy in Brooklyn? I ain't no New Yorker, motherfucker. You know. Thoughts on orzo? Is that like the tiny little pasta, or is that like the Greek liquor? Well, thanks, Damon. I mean, simple things work best. Yeah, well, that would explain a lot. I don't know. Maybe they're getting, pounded like a torta tonight. I don't know. Not a big fan of those guys, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, you can do a lot with them, you know. Yeah. Thank you, Tyrone. And honestly, the trick to any cooking is just keeping it simple. Oh, yeah. Who do you think is pounding Martha Stewart tonight on Valentine's Day? Because you know she ain't spending it alone cooking pasta. Oh, thank you, Blitzkrieg. I've heard that comparison before, Miss K. But I say that it's not so much that I look like him, but just a little bit, but it's like the mannerisms. Oh, yeah. And it's cheap. I mean, you can take a little bit of meat, a little bit, you know, make a sauce. Pasta's cheap. You can feed a lot of people on it inexpensively. Well, this is what we made, kind of shrimp and broccoli Alfredo. A couple drinks with grapefruit, fresh squeezed grapefruit juice. Well, Yvonne, welcome to the conversation. I mean, I think that is one thing we have all agreed on this channel is that Martha Stewart is still hot. And knows how to have a good time. A little bit. No. New administration, new rules and all that, you know? Oh yeah, Martha Stewart does have a great vibe and energy and experience. Well, I'm interested to see how this goes for Peter North. Now, Peter North, you reminded me of something, and I do love Adam Sandler movies, but remember when, they got Hitler there and they say, bend over, pick your punishment, go pick your pineapple. Is this the type of punishment you are talking about for Powder Puff? Little Nicky was a great movie. Great movie. Ah, yeah. Or just olive oil, garlic, and chili powder, and you're good to go. I'm glad I saw eye to eye with you on that one, Peter North. Oh, Martha. Easy. Oprah's too much look at me. Definitely high maintenance. Meanwhile, Martha is definitely making your life easier. Dude, Martha is literally like an all-American homemaker. Martha Stewart is making your life easier if you have her at home. Woohoo! Well, maybe she could be my teacher. Maybe she enjoys showing people light, educating. I don't know. We like Martha. No, I don't know about Marta Back. We're talking about Martha Stewart. I've always found myself to be highly motivated on double secret probation. Torta pounder. Oprah has her own club, I don't need to be part of it. I thought she you got banged for insider trading, Peter North? Shrimp Alfredo, Mr. Man. I mean, we're getting ready to move on to the second course here in a little bit, though. Having trouble remembering. Are we talking about the political poll that I meant to set up tonight toward a pounder? I don't even know what that is, buddy. If I could make Martha bark, I would. Trust me, and that would be like my proudest moment. More or less, yeah. I don't think Martha was part of that conversation. It was AOC, Lauren Boebert, and maybe Tulsi Gabbard Torta. I'm just trying to think of who would have been in that comparison with Martha Stewart. I think that was just a segue. What's going on, Chezzy? Welcome back. Yeah, that's gonna bother me. I'm not sure who else was in the poll. Maybe Rachel Ray. Could do Martha Stewart, Rachel Ray. I don't know who the third one would be, though. Well, you would just never call her back, rational morality. I mean, don't ever say something so offensive like that ever again, Stephen Lazo. I'm from Michigan. We know how to drive. Also, you don't get pulled over for driving 67 miles per hour in Michigan. Yeah, well. AOC doesn't mean anything, she says. She's in it for the money. I mean, she's not dumb. That's a conspiracy. Does it look like I have a wife? Party GT. Привет. Как дела? Titania Rayno. Oh shit, I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I've studied. Привет. I know that one. Как вас зовут? Хорошо. Oh, тебе, хорошо. Fuck. Хорошо. I'm gonna have to get on that Duolingo story here. It's been a while. All right. My friend is single. His name is Osama. This better not be a terrorist joke. But I'll be right back. I got to go get the shrimp. make some space here. Ash will imagine watching someone streaming and saying they have no life. That's a beautiful thing. At least I'm doing something I enjoy. I don't know. That's a good. Yeah, we'll see if JFK and Glenn pop in. I mean, it would be a real plot twist if JFK and Glenn were actually on a date. I would say it's possible, but not likely. Hey, no spamming, Chezzy. Now let's work on our audible skills here. Alright. Stephen Lazo, you're better than that, but don't know what you're trying to spell, but it looks like spamming to me. When we had the discussion, emo Emily is back. I wonder what type of porn he watched during his intermission. We're ready to do some damage here. What's going on, rational morality? Can opener. Ah, shit, I just got a shitty can opener. Oprah Goes Wild. I don't think anybody would watch that porno, Torta. What's going on, Timmy VR? Yeah, you don't got any redeeming value to this world. What's it like an open face quesadilla called? Is that tostada? You're done for the night. What's for lunch? Well, we're making, I guess you would call them shrimp tostadas, yeah? I feel like Torta Pounder is probably the expert in this genre. And more rigatoni up here. Wish I would have known that. Oh, and penne. Santi Coco. Sorry, Coco. That sounds like a dog's name. I feel like you're trying to be one of them cute girls, but you weigh 400 pounds, so it just doesn't work out well for you, buddy. Oh yeah, he's feeling like a big man, making fun of somebody on the internet when he's hiding behind a computer screen. Ho 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 ho. I feel like I hit her. I feel like that's actually probably a woman, probably a fat one, probably a little bit bitter about her lot in life. Upset that Dr. Oz didn't take her on my 600-pound life because she was only 450, you know? We're gonna fix that. Thank you for the positive feedback, Mr. Man. Better? That was a little bit crooked. So, if I could put in a poll here, you know, what flavor Doritos do we think Coco's... What do we think Coco's favorite flavor of Doritos is? What's going on, Manga Action? Good to see you again. Taco Bell is pretty cool. I have no idea what a tostada is anyways. You know, one day, just for you, Miss K, I'll do breakfast for dinner. Oh man, you're such a big person, you know, coming in on the internet, scrolling through every one of these that you see until you get blocked, commenting about how they don't have a partner because you're so getting so much ass tonight, Coco. Come on, let's be real. No, she's one of them weirdos that, you know, makes them put out pickle flavors. And she ain't eating any other pickle any other time in her life, you know? Pretty sure Nick here that Miss Coco would eat that, you know, just because she heard the word smoothie. Well, actually, no. Smoothie, she'll say no. If you say milkshake, she's in it. Oh man, you're really getting me going, Coco. How's that motor scooter going that you have to use to get from your handicap van to your handicap parking spot just because you're 450 pounds? And, you know, and you think you're cool because you watch anime. Flip your bean to hentai, you know? Probably a hoarder in your house, and you probably haven't bathed because you can't bring your motor scooter into the shower, and you can't stand up that long in probably 17 months. Shit. You probably need, about the time it took Columbus to find the New World to go all the way around her to give a hug, Mr. Man, You and your 17 friends could maybe give her a hug. You probably need a dermatologist to help you figure out how to get rid of all the skin conditions and ringworm that she's got. We'll let that do its thing. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and pull our shrimp tails off. Well, it takes one to know how to get there, Can you be my teacher? I want to be on, my 600-pound life. How do I get there, honey? You really do got a kind of a sad existence, Coco. Now you're just recycling what I said. He ran out of original things to say. Next you're gonna call me autistic and say I have Down syndrome and how I'm such a loser because I'm not doing anything tonight. Come on, be a little bit more original. Enjoy your anime, honey. And I use the term honey just because I know it excites you. But hey, make sure that you get out of your scooter at least 10 times tomorrow. Get a little bit of movement. It'll be all good. Yeah, she's not playing with a full deck. So I probably should just let that one go. I think that's a good call, quarter pounder. That's a burner account. That's a cooking term. Now you're talking my language. Oh, Jocelyn, my night's going just great. Oh, hey, Candy K. I had the first course already. It was a shrimp Alfredo. It was pretty good. Nice stripper name, by the way. But, hey, it's good to have an alias online. I respect that. Made shrimp Alfredo. Now we're just kind of messing around with... I got some tortillas. Got some frozen shrimp. So, trying to figure out what the hell a tostada is. Yeah, by yourself, rational majority. I agree. Oh, come on. It was give and take. I mean, most Candaces I've known have gone by Candy at one point in time. Well, I thought it was an alias. Sorry. Please take my humble apology, Candy K. People want to know where you're from, Candy. Oh no, we're out of grapefruit juice. Guess we're just gonna have to make it quick and dirty. Candy is a certified 304. What does that mean, Coco? I'm curious. And Candy's probably the only normal person watching this right now. Yeah, let's get some juice going here. No, Coco is trigger. I don't think Coco's ever going to be fed up all the way. I mean, that's a bottomless pit. Oh, whoa, Petro. Yeah. Yeah, nah, I think he's just going through teenage angst, Damien. I think I like a little late night mimosa action. Okay, we're gonna put this off to the side. It was shrimp Alfredo candy. Set this off to the side. Make sure to cover it so it stays warm. Let's go ahead and turn the heat up a little bit on that. Butter melting temperature. Actually, let your pan preheat before you put your cooking fat in. And that way it will, yeah. She'll be a new regular. We like Candy K. Brings a little bit of diversity to the channel. We appreciate that. Oh no, Candy K is a good person. Coco, I don't think I can say that for her. Yeah. I got this pan. We are going to grease it a little bit. Just a little bit of butter, just like that. Let the butter melt there, in there. Go Pirates. Woohoo! No. I mean, I think Rihanna and Candy K will probably hit it off. Alright. I have a very diverse audience, Mr. Man. And Glenn is a good friend and follower. Yeah, here at Cooking Conspiracy, we're really big into live and let live, you know. And also being able to take a joke, you know, Jesus Christ. But you all are so mean to Glenn. Like, come on. He's just living his life and you all just attack him. Not cool. Ah. That was hot. We're gonna broiler these bitches. Well, I think he was saying you know how to take and give a joke, Candy, you know. I'm not married. I have 2 wiener dogs, though, and they're very sweet. I guess. Thank you, John. I mean, it's certainly not a bad thing. Man, we're just a bunch of financial conservatives that like to cook late at night. Every meal's decent, Miss K. Thank you. But yeah, it is no rhyme or reason, you know. Sometimes we talk current events, you know. Really hoping I'm putting enough butter or grease on this pan so they don't stick when I pull them out of the oven. Well, I might give it to her, you know. But I don't think so, rational morality, you know. Although she did get a little bit upset about the stripper name in a comment. Well, you know, I thought it was an alias. I didn't know it was her Candy's actual name. Welcome back, Coco. You know, enjoying your Cooler Ranch Doritos or your pickle flavored Doritos or whatever. Jalapenos in there. We're going to give them a little bit of salt. Not a ton, just a little bit. Move those around. I'm going to have to scroll up here in a minute. So it's kind of a critical moment here. Cut the ends off the onion, remove the part that's been exposed to the air, and you can reuse the rest of it. Get that in there. Take the onion, throw that in there with them. There's already salt in there, it'll be just fine. Now you're gonna let those get some color, let those cook down. And remember, you don't have to cook them all the way. We're gonna put the tostadas under the broiler. Put it at just a medium-low heat or whatever. Let them get a little bit of color, soften them up a little bit. It'll be fine. Yeah, I'm in Hawaii, Candy K. It's only 10 here. You're not fit and healthy, Coco. Don't be on it. Be honest, you get picked last for dodgeball. And freaking badminton, for that matter. Dude, we've already established toward a pounder that he, she, whatever it is trying to get on the 600-pound life, but she's only reached 450. Yes, I'm from Hawaii. Hey, welcome back, Joel T. I know you like that style. Well, I didn't eat anything all day. It's called intermittent fasting. What's going on, Bubba Ganoush? How you doing? Oh shit, Joel, I might have to go after you for libel. Yeah, I'm gonna go rinse this bowl out so I can use it as a holding cell. Yeah. Well, thank you, guys, Ranco. Well, keep invading Ukraine, buddy. Thank you, Miss Man. No, I was never in the Boy Scouts, Joel T, but, you know, I know you still have fond memories of Scoutmaster Tony. Yeah. And you're not old enough for life to really hit you yet, Coco. One day you'll understand when you're a 44-year-old virgin. Dude, he's not even old enough for a moped. He's still on the Razor scooter. I'm not from Hawaii, but I live in Hawaii now, Candy. Well, I'll tell you what, Troop Leader Tony wasn't touching me like he was touching you, Joel. What type of parents name their kid Joel, by the way? Not that there's anything wrong with it, but you know. We're not going to cook the veggies all the way because we're going to put them under the broiler and they'll crisp up. I want them to retain some of their moisture. Okay, yeah, Joel does have potential. I mean, he comes back, and that's fair. I was uncalled for Joel. I'm sorry that you had a scout leader named Tony. Hopefully, you got some good therapy, and we've moved on. Now that going, set it off to the side. Now I would use cheddar for this, but I don't have it, so. I like cheese, though. Got that going. Go. Yes, that's true. Damn, 3 bro, you get down? Hold on. I gotta read the comments here. Butter will be fine. If it burns, I'll just wipe it out. Turtle, turtle. Nah, I must have missed it. Alright, so that's melting. I guess we still gotta season our shrimp. Cumin. Or cumin, whatever. Oregano. Garlic powder, sure. Salt. That's plenty of seasoning. Yeah, I mean, I do have a speech impediment, that is true. Fry up those shrimp real quick. The beans here will give a nice even smear over each of these here. My little spoon deal. Butter's fine. I'm originally from Michigan. Oh, ciao, Mexico. Hola, Sofia Gutierrez. Probably hot. Yeah, I think we had enough with cocoa. I gotta remember I'm gonna put them in the broiler, so I'm not gonna be too worried if the shrimp aren't cooked all the way through. They'll finish in the stove. Turn that off. You're done with that. You don't want the burnt butter. Yeah. Here's where we're at. Could use shrimp, pork, chicken, whatever. Oh. Take a handful of cheese for each of these. Only two I know are the Fox and then Sonic. We'll pop them in the broiler for about 2-3 minutes, yeah. And we'll see what they come out looking like. Clear some space here. See you, Mr. Man. Shadow, that's a name. Yeah, shrimp's pretty versatile, Joel. You can do a lot of different things with shrimp. Salsas are dipped now. Maybe if it was the main course, but this is just a late night snack because, you know, I got to feed my fat ass, you know? No. Old Bay would be too powerful in this situation. The guy 87, it would take over the dish. Want the flavors blend, and if you really want more, you can put some guacamole and sour cream on the top. But I think they're going to be fine as is, and I don't think it needs a whole lot more. Yeah, Joel, you got a point there, but the shrimp will blend in nicely. I'm not counting on the shrimp to be the star of the show here, you know? Just wanted the shrimp to provide a little bit of protein. I think they will, you know? Lots of cheese is good. What about the shrimp? Chili and garlic and shrimp. Simple as it gets. Yeah, I'm not making guacamole. I'm going to put that back in. Yeah, shrimp's like a role player. I don't know if shrimp are ever really the star of Candy K. I must miss something. Yeah, I mean, Just be kind of a blend of cheese, you know. I don't know what tostada is, just somebody said it, so we're rolling with it. Oh, thank you, Gloria. What's going on, Dancing with the Sun? I would agree with that in the majority, but you know, most basketball teams don't have an All-American on them, Joel. You know. And champagne isn't liquor. And it's not even champagne, it's Prosecco. Well, Joel T, I never said it was Mexican food, did I now? You're putting words in my mouth. Well, Joel, I agree, but a seasoned shredded meat takes a lot more time than frozen shrimp, doesn't it? Now, it's all about, you know, playing with what you got. You gotta shake what your mama gave you, you know? Definitely gonna want a hot pad to put under that. Dude, you don't get anything from protein that doesn't have a heartbeat, all right? Beans and cheese don't count. I'll give you seafood, but you know, Jesus Christ, Chezzy, you're gonna get banned again. You know, the more legs, the better on the protein. 2 legs is good, 4 legs is better. I will concede that seafood has some protein. Oh yeah. Let's set that up like that. And we're gonna have some nice tacos, aren't we? Just let that cool, just like that. Man, come on, spammers. Yeah. He's got a lot of them. It should be pretty good, you know, although I don't think Joel approves. Trust me, believe it or not, you can still taste the shrimp. Who would have thought? Potatoes are pretty good. I like potatoes. Prove what? That I like potatoes? Want me to go ham and grill some potatoes in that mess that I got in that fry pan? Cheesy goodness, alright? Thanks, Joel. No, that's in the spot. I mean, you could use it with fish, protein, or whatever. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I love cook. I cook every meal, Miss K. Come on. I thought you were on my side. But yeah, it's in the spot. No dessert tonight. I think between the shrimp Alfredo and these, I guess, tacos, I think I'll have had enough calories for the day. Now you do gotta remember to pay the cheese tax, though. My wieners. No, thanks, Miss K. More or less, just during the work week, end up skipping breakfast, end up getting busy and miss lunch, so I just kind of end up eating big dinners, you know? Yeah, they are my babies, so I mean, you know, they bark a lot more if I'm cooking meat, you know? Oh yeah, just like I'm the best skier on the mountain, Joel. Yeah, a lot of pitties are pretty quiet. Oh, look at this girthy taco here. Now, this is an opinion question. Would you rather have a girthy burrito that falls apart as you eat it, or a burrito without girth that doesn't fall apart? It sounds like your food probably tastes pretty good, Gloria. You know, they obviously eat it. It's like a car wreck, Joel, yet you can't look away. And that's why I said kind of. Yeah. There are thoughts that go through my head, though, rational morality. No, I mean, I didn't know whether to go with metric or imperial measurements, can't say, so I went with something that was universally understood. I think girth is something that's understood worldwide. Penny, enough. Yeah, but part of the condition, Joel, is you don't have a bowl to put the burrito in. All right. Well, Gloria Hooks goes for the girthier burrito that falls apart versus the thin burrito that does not. Good choice, Gloria. I think I'm on your team on this one. Hot sauce of choice. Well, it would come in tinfoil, like most burritos do. But you don't have a plate. If you get a burrito for takeout or from home, you wrap it in tinfoil. No plates. Well, yeah, you can't eat the foil, though. Jesus. Are you like Jaws from James Bond or something, Joel? I do Spam burritos quite often, actually. A Spam breakfast burrito? I could do that. Well, that's reasonable. I can respect, you know, nobody wants to be fooled by the fake news, you know? Wieners, go to jail. Go to jail. Penny, go to jail. All right. Foil section. Well, yeah, but you still got to get it out of the container eventually. But good dreams coming. Yes, I'm about ready to go into food coma. About ready to call it night. Gloria, Candy, Damien, Joel, you know, all the regulars from earlier. You know, it's great having you with me. Hope you all have a great Friday night, yeah, or Saturday morning or whatever. But thanks for joining. Have a great day. Ciao, ciao. God bless. Good night, Candy. Oh, good night, Torta Pounder. Forgot you, Rational, as well. But yeah, y'all have a good one, guys. Ciao, ciao.